take up for us?
We've always had books about black women, how great and how strong we are, and we are that. I'm just saying that we have used our strength in the wrong direction. We have used it against our men instead of standing up for them. And if we start to support our men and to speak a good word for him publicly, then so many people won't be able to come against him and tear him down. And he won't be outside away from us looking for peace of mind with women of other nationalities. We actually want our own black man. We need him back in our homes, and we want to have one. We're just living in a culture where they're trying to convince us that not only do we not need a man, but there are some other options to having one. And those options mainly are celibacy or lesbianism. Unfortunately, as I say, since money has been used as the measure, many times if a black man does not have money to give us, we won't even let him see his children. And I'm not saying that we don't need money to raise a child, but I tried to explain raising a child consists of much more than feeding, clothing, and sheltering it. That's maintaining one. To raise one, you need a return of the parental coalition of the father and the mother to put the proper values into the child. Many of our boys, when we raise them alone, they grow up with the female emotional mechanism. They are suspicious, doubtful, disrespectful of womanhood, bitchy. They can't make a decision. And many of our girls who grow up in a home where there's no man present, they go out into the world and try to mate. They don't have any idea how to live with a man day to day, how to prepare a proper meal, how to be a mother, how to just be in love in the home. Most of what our people and our children especially have learned about how you have a relationship, they learned off of television. And television doesn't represent our needs.
And shout out to Shahrazad Ali. You know what? I find it very interesting when you consider how old that clip is. That clip got to be at minimum at least somewhere between 30 to 40 years old. And to think that even back then it was, why not speak up for the women? See, it just goes to show you, man, this gender war started a very, very long time ago. This divide started a very long time ago. And everything that Shahrazad Ali was talking about 34 years ago is come to fruition. Like it really has. So much so that even Ayanna Van Zant, who at one point in time was in disagreement with Shahrazad Ali, nowadays when you hear her talk, she sounds a lot like Shahrazad Ali nowadays, don't she? Very, very, very interesting, man. It just goes to show you that when you try to give women any kind of constructive criticism, they don't listen. And that is what we're going to be discussing today, man, because when y'all see this next clip, man, it's going to be a perfect example of what I'm talking about. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the next clip.
So here's the thing. What you're saying is absolutely true. Men get online just like women. They hear the public conversations is going on. And the only difference is apparently the men are listening. The men are listening to what women are saying and they adapting to it. And they implementing things to protect themselves based off what they hearing in these conversations. Meanwhile, the women listening and arguing. They want to argue with the men about what men are telling them. I said it in another video. Literally failing an open book test.
You stupid.
How can you be given the answers and still fail the test? Because you don't listen, right? And so when you got a group of people who want to be combative and go back and forth with you about why something shouldn't be the way it is, instead of just listening, and no matter whether or not you agree or not, just listen and take notes. Because this ain't about whether or not you agree. It's about you being smart enough to hear the conversations, make note of it, and protect yourself. But that's not what the girls are going to do. They're going to listen, not agree, and because they don't agree, not implement and protect themselves.
Yeah, a lot like in the last video about OnlyFans, where the woman was cutting the man off, listening to respond, but not actually hearing what he had to say and take in any kind of advice. Because at the end of the day, all she wanted to do was just disagree, even though everything he was saying was making perfect sense. Because there is starting to be a growing number of boys that are wanting to harm themselves because they're being shown, their mother is being shown to them butt naked or whatever the case may be, doing God knows what on OnlyFans. This is exactly what I'm talking about, man. Women are not good at taking constructive criticism. They'll swear up and down it's the other way around, but reality don't slap them in the face like it does men. At least not till get past the wall, because at that point the attention that they get in is starting to dwindle. And in some cases, it's not even so much that they start to dwindle, it's just that they don't have those same caliber of options that they do once they get older. Because trust me, I know plenty of 30 or 40-year-old women back in the United States that are highly attractive, but they single as French toast, because a lot of them already got kids and don't no man want to be tied down to you, got to help you out with them kids or whatever other baggage that you bring in, because you got these X amount of relationships and bodies that you done been through, you know what I mean, since your teen years all the way up to down. And you don't want to take any kind of constructive criticism. You don't want to take any kind of leadership. You don't want to take any accountability. This is why when women say they want leaders, I call cap. And it was somebody who said this in the comments the other day. Y'all want men who y'all can control to be leaders. That's what y'all want. Y'all want leaders, but y'all want to be able to control them. Bruh, if that ain't hypocrisy, I don't know what the hell is. All right. Now, the next clip that I'm going to show you guys is the perfect example of men paying attention to what women say. And this is why men are checking out, or they're not taking y'all seriously and not wanting to commit, or they're doing like I did and other men are starting to do, get their passports and travel. Check out this next clip.
Would you rather deal with a married man that never tells you no, or your own man that tells you no 45% of the time?
No, I'm dealing with the married man.
Nah, I take the married dude. I'm sorry.
I'm fucking with the married man. Married nigga. I'm sorry. Tell me yes. Everything.
Oh, the married nigga. Yeah, give me him. I would deal with my man that tell me no, because I'm going to beat him the fuck up.
I'm taking the married guy, because why am I with you? You keep saying no for. I think I'm gonna go with the married guy.
I don't like the word no, so.
A married man. Married man.
The married man.
A married man. You're my little secret. My own guy that tell me no 45% of the time.
A married man.
Do a married man, because 9 times out of 10 we sharing these niggas anyway.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to take the married man. Like,
Why?
I need to be told no sometimes. You can't always get what you want.
And they think we're not paying attention to this. Women think we're not watching these clips. Y'all heard that right. Y'all really did hear that right. So let me get this straight. Based on what I saw, man, there had to be about somewhere between, it looked like 12, 14 different women. Only one of them chose to have a man to himself that's going to tell him no close to half of the time. Even one of the chicks said, I would rather take the married dude because we sharing these guys anyway. Yeah, because I can guarantee you, out of all those women, most of them probably got the same type of dude. Just based on how they answered the question, mannerisms, how they spoke, you know, with all kind of profanity. Like, they don't give a damn. They ain't got no kind of manners. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can cuss up a storm myself in a heartbeat, but who wants to be around a woman who talks like that all the time? I could tell you right now, based on the fact that they was willing to talk on like that on camera, they talk like that all the time, bro. I can tell you this, I have not experienced women talking like that since I've started traveling overseas. Never, whatsoever. Women overseas, it's a completely different vibe. You will never hear those women talk like that. Even the ones that speak really good English. So, again, ladies, this is one of the reasons why y'all are losing. Y'all are literally on TikTok and these other platforms telling on yourselves. And y'all think men are just overlooking this and just gonna put up with it? Why? Why would we? This is one of the reasons why a man like myself, even before I started traveling, how am I going to shit on the passport bros? How? Why? When this is what you have to choose from. This is what you're expected to deal with. And then we got these random ass pastors over here saying, instead of holding women like that accountable, y'all want to hold the men accountable. There's far more women like this versus men that you claim to be lazy. Because I can tell you this, and shout out to Beautiful Lies, because he said this best. I don't see anything about traveling overseas to find a potential life mate lazy. There's nothing lazy about that. Finding a woman you're going to spend the rest of your life with is the most important decision you guys will ever make in your lifetime. So why not go out and get the best deal you can possibly get? And if that means expanding your options, then so be it. Let me put it to you like this, you guys. So I know some of you guys probably aren't familiar with Kroger's. It's a grocery store in Cincinnati, greater Cincinnati area where I'm from. If you can get more better quality by going to a place like a Whole Foods or something versus a Kroger, why not go to Whole Foods? Expand your options, fellas. Or just don't take women like this seriously, man. Either way, I don't blame you, man. I just want to see guys protect themselves, bro. All right? Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. And again, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel. Unplugged Traveler link is in the description and pinned to the comments, as well as the merch line and my latest mixtapes. All right, so until the next video, y'all, deuces.